so I can disconnect the battery so it's not hot. Got my 5/16 for the battery. Then what we perform after we disconnect that is pulling the dash trim out, which I'll show you when we get to that. But for now, flip the camera. You don't. I guess you can't see the license plate. We're good. Oh, I'm about tired of doing this over and over. Don't get me wrong. I love this little pickup, but so far it's been a battle. Here, let's see if I can tighten this thing up so it's not so bouncy. Here, that should help it a little bit out. My phone is kind of heavy, so just gotta work with me, okay? Step number 1, since we're doing electrical and gonna be disconnecting the airbag and headlight switch, I'm gonna go ahead, pop off my positive battery terminal, which I do need to fish the sub out of this thing, just in case if I do get rid of it, the sub is not going with it. I mean, they can have the freaking stereo. It's not one I'm a big fan of. Doesn't even have Bluetooth. It's an older style Kenwood. For some reason I gave my girlfriend mine. But okay, so now what we need here is I remember what size these are. I swear. Not that one. Hold on, give me a second. Ah, yeah, hold on. Just a tickle. Okay? Here. So, first off, we got to remove, well, technically you only got to remove 3 screws to get the dash trim out. Sorry, the sun is like right in your eye face, but hold on, I'll fix that. Alright, so to do the dash trim in this thing, technically you don't have to remove all the screws. There's only like 3 main ones you have to remove. The top one up here on the dash bezel, and if you pop this down, there's one right back in between here and another one right over here. So technically you only got to remove 5. Remove this one, then this one, and this one. Once you get the bottom dropped low enough, you can get a socket down in there. And for now, you guys can just kind of watch me until I get them out. Alright, so I need my boo driver wherever it just went. Found it. Don't lose your tools. I do, okay? Where did my socket just go? I had a socket. I just used it. I know, I did. Then I put it somewhere. See? Old age. It's fun. Am I going to have to get out of the truck to find my socket? I used it for that. I know I did. It was right here. How do you use a socket to lose it? Hold on. Found it. It was on my hoodie, apparently. Okay. This is what I like to do. It makes it so much easier to remove these things. So I'll flip you back around so you can see it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm close and personal. Quit flipping, phone. I'm not even touching you. Alright, so you move this screw. These are 9/32, I believe. And I use a 9/32. It's close enough. To be more technical, it's an 8mm, I believe. I'm not going to get in all technical terms. But we got another one over here to undo. And there is one back underneath the brake booster for towing, which really sucks when you have to get to it, because then you got to undo these screws and, you know, all the side screws on it. Drop this down just to get to the one back in there. And I'll show you here in just a minute what I'm talking about. Luckily, I'm not doing that one right now. But it is about that time. This is the easiest way I've found to do it without having to drop the screws on the floor. Anything else, this just makes it so fast and easy, is you take your hands up under the steering wheel like this, and you just pull down. And when you do that, and you pull down, it gives you access to this screw. And there's one right here, too. So you don't have to drop this whole thing just to get the dash trim out. Son, you were making it difficult. So to get that out, really you gotta remove 5 screws. Which isn't bad. Especially when you're like me and you've done it so many freaking times. Here, I'm gonna put you back on the dash for now, because I gotta put the key in, drop it all the way down in the first, turn the key just back to the on position. So now we gotta undo that so it's not in my way. That's fine for now. So before you start unclipping your dashboard in your truck, hold on, I'll show you. Don't get sidetracked like I am. Actually take a second to pull your screws out. Because I still have this one over here I haven't even gotten to yet. So back in the park you go. Alright, this phone mount is fighting me. I don't like it. Okay, just pull this down. Put your screwdriver in there. Then I got one more on the other side that just haven't done yet. Alright, apple hair. Cool. And these can be kind of a pain when you leave this bottom piece on. But it does make it a lot easier to do. Quicker, easier. Less stuff to remove. Just put those on the floorboard. Just remember, the fatter ones go on these bottom ones. Right here. So fatter ones on that bottom of the dash trim. These smaller ones go into the small holes. You know, they're kind of tight. Alright, move the blinker switch. Sorry, you guys cannot see that. I know. Can you? Okay, there's one more right here I gotta get real quick. Blinker switch is in the way, like always. Just a second, so is this thing. Here, flip around. I wish I could zoom out, but I can't. And the sun is literally right in front. I should have flipped the truck around, I guess. It's too late now. We already got the battery disconnected. We're already tearing into it. And yes, I do have my handy-dandy phone mount or chest mount. So what I like to do, drop all the way down in first gear, drop the steering wheel down, grab the dash trim from the top, because that's like the quickest way to pop it out. And you grab by the headlight bezel, just remember, or the headlight switch. And just remember to disconnect your headlight switch and your airbag over here. All you do is take a Phillips or flathead screwdriver, pop them loose. You know, it's real nice to know this, just in case you go to pull and save, because most people, when they go to pull and save, they just rip stuff apart. They don't think about, oh, hey, somebody else out there might need that. Okay. Hold on, guys, just a second. I gotta pop this one loose here. These can be a little bit of a pain to get to. And I don't know if you have to disconnect your battery to do this. It's a safety precaution I like to take just because I am unplugging an airbag. So now we just gotta get that out of my way for a second. Can a guy see what he's doing? And I'll probably just whack the mirror all out of balance and sorts, and it's fine. Okay, take the hood off. Alright, so now we just did all that to get this out. This is the whole dash bezel. And you got to do all of that for 4 screws to get the headlight switch out. So luckily that's not too complicated to do. It is a little tedious and time consuming. Too big. Let's try a 5. I got a feeling these ones might be a 5. Okay, the 4 screws for the headlight switch in a 2002 GMC Sonoma, they are a 5. You know, just figured I'd throw it out there so you guys know. I'll put those on the floorboard so we know right where they're at. So the only other thing I have to do is I'll connect the battery. I'll put a fuse in because the fuse blew. Now I got to remember what fuse that was. Well, it should be pretty easy. Now to pull this headlight switch out, there's a clip in there that holds it. So you just got to put your finger in there, push the clip back. Bam. And I think it was this one because this is the original one. It's all filthy in there. Nasty as can be. Literally dirtier than the one I just took apart. So put that aside. We'll grab this one, slap it back in. And let's hope we got some tail lips again so I can drive. Because I haven't been able to DoorDash or anything. And people might be a little more interested in the truck if they know the lights work. Which they do work. I know they do. They just did not that long ago. One night I was driving home, flickering the switch and having fun. And the next morning when I would start the truck, the headlights didn't work. So I figured maybe the connections just got covered in the factory grease. Because when I took it apart, they did blob a bunch of grease in there. Enough to drown a cat. Alright. I just got to do this last screw here. Alright, got that all in. Now I got to drop the steering wheel back down, plug everything back in, connect the battery, put a fuse in real fast, which I believe was a 5 amp. I can check the back of the truck. They're all back there. Alright. You, sir. Plug in right there. That's fine. You always fall off. I don't know why. You're not even broken. Hold on. Got to do this switch over here. Got to put in these 2 plugs. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I'm a bad cameraman. All right. Dash bezel back in. I'm gonna drop this down so that can slide in. Look at that, fam. It's like we've done this before. Convenient. I have. Lots of times. Too many. Okay. What is everybody up on this beautiful, what day is it? Beautiful Wednesday. Started off kind of cold. Snowed a little. Now it's actually kind of warm. Nice and sunny. So I decided, perfect time to tinker on the truck. That is not a 5. That's a 5. Okay, passenger airbag. Do you really need one? Probably not. It is plugged in, okay? I plug it in every time I take it apart. It's just I never turn it on. Because there's never a passenger in my truck, hardly ever. Unless my girlfriend rides in it rode with me once in a while, but not recently. So we don't need a passenger airbag. It's okay. Leave it disconnected. What's up, old Kobo? Huh? You're not gonna get in here, buddy. Okay. Got to get this screw in down here on the driver's side. You know, it's the one that's right below the switch, so you can't really get a good handle on it. And then I got 2 more to slap in. We'll connect the battery real fast. We'll kind of try and trace that fuse I was talking about. Okay, pop that in. Pop that back up. Now I got these last 2 to put in at the bottom. Which pretty easy. Like I said, dash bezel is already back in. The switch is swapped. We'll connect the battery. Figure out what fuse I need to put back in. And I can rerun my camera cable. Like I always got to do. Every time I do this, I got to rerun all my cords. Shouldn't really worry about screwing these down, but if someone comes and looks at the truck, I want it to look clean, complete. Alright, so camera cable. That runs right down into here. That's a crack. Alright, I'll just go ahead and leave that disconnected for now. Alright, I'll give you a look. Just a second. Headlight switch is swapped. The bezel is back in. Everything's back to the way it once was. So now I got to turn the key off all the way. And we already got the wrench for the battery. I'm going to go ahead and throw a fuse in it now before I connect the battery. So, hold on. Up close and personal. Diablo sauce needs to move. I got my fuses right here. And I do remember it was... Hold on, they're all under ice. Okay, what's that? 25 amp fuse. So we got a few in there, not very many left. Because last time I tried working on this thing, it popped 5 or 6 of them. So we'll go ahead and connect our battery back up. Give it some juice. And I got to be careful with this terminal because the bolt's not quite long enough. I already tried to strip itself out once. Okay, now, don't forget your fuses. Ouchie. Okay, now I gotta remember where that 25 amp fuse was I pulled out. I have no idea. I don't really remember. That's fine. Who needs to remember this kind of stuff? Apparently the person driving. Huh. 20 amp. Yeah, I know it was a 25 amp. Back up. Man, I can't remember which one it was. Show you what I'm fighting with here. I know it was a 25 amp fuse. Backup lamp. No. Park. Which one were you? I don't remember. Huh. Well, who needs it? Heated seats don't need it. I'm not 25. That's already in there. Well, everywhere that should have a 25 amp fuse, I'm just going to go ahead and look. It should. Yep, perfect. That's fine. Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm not seeing the fuse that I need. And they have to abbreviate everything, so you can't just, hey, I know what this is. There it is. Yeah, sure. Right rear WW. What is that? There's not even a prong on there. 20 heated seat. Don't need the heated seat. Okay, so what I'm looking for was the fuse for the running lights. Don't hit so this one right here, the ignition one, don't hit that with your test light when you're testing them. Nope, don't work. Heated mirror. Oh, hey, I do kind of need that. What is MIR? That's supposed to be a 3 amp. That is a 3 amp. Huh. For the life of me, I cannot remember where that freaking fuse was. FRPRK. Nope, not that one. Yes, sir. Okay, I don't see any other 25 amp that would have been for my lights. Huh, okay, well, apparently if it's not in that fuse panel, the only other fuse panel it could be in is this one. Fun. HVAC, ABS, right rear wiper, don't need it. Ignition, nah. SIR, don't know. Cluster, 10 amp, illumination, 10 amp, 2 amp. What the heck? Well, we're going to do the right thing here, and I guess we're just going to start it, see what happens. And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Hey, fam. Guess what? We got dash lights again. Hold on. Yeah, dash lights. Nothing. But hey, that's more lights than I've seen in a little while. Now we're going to go ahead and leave the truck on for this part. Give me my test light. Hold on. Try and prop you guys up. Somewhere? Okay. What I'm doing is I got my test light. I'm going to check these fuses. There's AMPF, whatever that is. Not going to do that one. We got auxiliary power, power LKS. Don't need the four-wheel drive one, so 3. Why does it have a four-wheel drive fuse in it if it's not four-wheel drive? Don't need it. So I'll go ahead and rig up my test light. See if this bad boy is working here. Okay, so diagram, radio. Got the test light working. AMPF, I have no idea what that is for. Four-wheel drive. Why is there power to that? It's four-wheel drive. Illumination. There's no power to this one. Cluster, turn, HVAC, catalyst, LP, KTSY LP. That one's good. That one's good. Good. Parking lamp. That looks like a good fuse. Don't look blown. I'm going to go ahead and take this four-wheel drive one out. It's a good fuse. This one went to parking lamp. I don't know. They're all good in this one. Radio, AMPF. Okay, all these fuses are good in here, inside. Minus this 10 amp. Illumination. Get some loomies, maybe. That's a good fuse. Cigar, cruise, gauges. Hold on. See if I got running lights. No. No running lights. So this fuse is for the gauges. Okay, so we got that far. I'll just go ahead and throw the cover back on it. Call it good. Now, I need to track down this 25 amp fuse. I believe it was that one. But, like usual, I don't have my pliers, so I can't just pluck it out of there. But this is backup lamp. Stop lamp. I don't see the fuse I'm looking for. What is this? I don't know. Park lamp. 20 amp. Okay, let's go ahead and shut the truck off because I just found the fuse. Now that I remember, do you remember? I don't remember. What is up? Hey, that's my hat. Parking lamp. So, okay, let's find this. It says parking lamp is 20 amp fuse. Sure. Put the fuse back in there. Give her a gander. All right. Woo! We got some headlips again, buddies. Yes. We got it. That makes me tickle pink, dude. I don't have any of my dash lights, I don't think, though. But we got tail lights. I'm working on my truck trying to get the tail lights and stuff working again. Don't do that. Yes! We did it! Show you. We got dash lights again. So I can get that out of the ad. If you can see it. You can kind of see it change. So yes, we got dash lights again. I'm going to turn this on auto. So now, check it out. We got running lights again. Check this side. They're working. We got license plate lights back. I can drive at night again. Now I just need some money so I can get back to door dashing. So if this ever happens to you guys, just a quick tip for you. Check this 25 or 20 amp fuse. So this 20 amp fuse right here is for your parking lamp. Okay? But the parking lamp, apparently, that 20 amp fuse for your parking lamp also powers your running lights, your dash lights, license plate lights. So we got that working again. One thing done. Lights work again. Sweet. So now, turn the lights off. Since we don't need them now. Don't need this out anymore. And turn those lights off. So I'm actually just going to sit in the truck, chill, and I'll show you how I did this one. Or how I did this switch. Come to find out, if your switch quits working in your 2002 or whatever, Sonoma, S10, Blazer, as long as you have this style switch I'm going to show you real quick, you can clean it. Do what I just did, and your lights start working again. Okay. I don't need this anymore. Put this away. Move that out of my way. Tools go back where you go. You go back where you go. Alright. So I'm going to show you guys what I did real quick. This is the other switch. Exact same one that's in my truck. The one that quit working. So this one, it doesn't have the screws holding it. It's just the tabs on the sides. There's 3 here. Then there's 3 tabs here. 1 here. 2 down here. Keep it facing down. Do not do it upside down. What am I doing? I got my chest mount. Hold on. I'm going to try and get this on video for you guys, so if you ever need it. Anyone out there that ever needs this video, maybe it can help them. So, this thing has got 2 tabs. Up top right here, and 4 down here on the sides. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. Sorry, I'm going to have to try and do this like watching it through my phone. It's going to be a pain. So far, it's not going so bad. Alright. Just push it on down in there like this. Get it popped up, and as it comes up, I like to grab a hold of it so it doesn't latch itself back down. Now just pop up this top one over here. You take this off. That easy. So this is just a cover that holds this inner piece. Once you get that out, look how dirty it is. See, it's not bad looking. It's just really dirty because they have so much old grease packed in there. It holds all that dirt. So what I did is I just took the one I put back in my pickup. I cleaned this out real good with some Q-tips, which I'll do with this one, so probably still be good. And I don't know if you can touch this with your bare hands. It is just a connector, but just for video purposes only, just go ahead and do it the safe way, because I don't really want to touch that a lot. Then we just pop this right out, and I will get a video of me doing this, cleaning it and stuff. But look, that's why the other one didn't work. Look at how much grease they pop in that thing. So much it gets up on all the connections, and it just does not get a good connection. It gets all up in the dimmer switch. Like, look at it in there. It is insane. So there's the switch part, and I'm going to keep this facing down so I don't mess it up. Like all the videos, they do say there is that copper piece down in there. I'll point at it with my flathead. Got a copper piece down in there that latches that in. Then you got this spring that likes to come off. This copper connector, it will pop off. And there's also a little ball bearing underneath. Well, I'm actually getting a... God. Come on. Ain't got no strength in that hand. Uh-oh. Ah, it fell down in there. we're good. So here's the main headlight switch piece. Look at how much grease they gunk up on there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just dropped the spring. Alright. I dropped the spring, but that's no big deal. It's right there. So this is what powers the headlights on your GMC Sonoma, S10, Blazer, whatever you guys have. And this copper piece right here that fell down in there, all this does is it sits right up on top of this spring. Like I said, when you take them apart, try and keep them facing this way. And you got that ball bearing in there to be careful of so that didn't come out and you lose it. You got the spring right here. It'll pop out if you flip it upside down, which I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it together. I'm going to take it in the house, get it all cleaned up like I did with the one that's in my truck now that I just got working again. But I'm going to go ahead, take this, pop it right back down in here. And I don't think it really matters like which way it goes, because where did I just put that? Because the switch here, even though it's grooved, it only fits one way. I'll cap it off to show you. So that's how I have it in right now. The part facing down. And that is when the headlights are off. So that's when you can pop it back in. And this piece, the switch, all you do is you flip it just like this. Pop it right back down in there. Sorry, I got my phone in my way so I can't really see where I'm going. Alright. So you just take this, pop it right back down. Then you take the cover for it. Just put the cover right back on. Just snaps in. Some have screws that hold them on, some just snap on. But there you go. Headlight switch is back together. Everything works. It's locking. That locks. Dimmer switch works. I am going to do a video of me taking this apart and cleaning it. Just not in the truck. I want to figure out how to set up my phone somewhere. But I will do a video taking this apart, post it to help people out. Because this one I have in my truck right now, it just quit. Randomly, the headlights quit, and I just got them working again. And it kept popping a fuse. Because of all this grease in here was making it pop fuses. But just to show you guys, like, trust me, my lights were not working. I had no dash lights, no running lights in the back, no license plate lights, nothing. Dash lights are working again. If you can kind of see it kick on, I got all my lights back. Cool. Alright, guys. That's it for now. Like I said, now I get the fun part of redoing the whole stereo. Because I just had the stereo all tuned and set and everything the way I like it. Now I got to do that. And I know I'm going to get copyrighted, so I'm going to turn it down. I already remember the settings I had it at. And yes, this is just an older, crappy Kenwood. It says Pandora, but I don't like it because it has a Bluetooth name up here, KDC352U. Throws it off, making you thinking, hey, it's Bluetooth. No, it's not. It's a piece of junk, and I don't like it. My girlfriend got lucky enough to get my good one that has Bluetooth. And this is just for demonstration purposes only. show you guys how I got all my stuff set up. Subwoofer level, I like to keep that on 7 because I do have a 10 behind the seat. Bass level, turn that up on 5 or 4. Mid, 4. Treble, 4. Preset, don't do that. Bass boost, 2. Loudness, 2. Balance, leave it. Fader, subwoofer set is already set. Detailed set, HPF, I go through. HPF, through. Volume offset. Since it's a radio, it didn't have the volume offset. Settings. Display, color. I like number 6 because it's purple. It's not super bright. Now I got to do all the stations. Sorry guys, I know I'm going to get probably copyrighted because I'm doing this. But I got to reset my stereo. And the only way I like to do it is if I can actually hear what stations it is. Okay. Now I gotta go back, do CD as well. Do all my tunes and settings and doodads and whatnots. And I gotta figure out how to get some money so I can go DoorDash now that I have lights again. Because I need to make some money for insurance and phone bill. Demo mode. Why is it still showing demo mode? Off. Okay, this is just for demonstrations only. No copyright. I know it's music in the background, but I'm going to show you guys real quick the settings I do for set or the. Oh, this is already pre-saved, kind of. Mid-level. Okay, I'm going to go back to 2 with the mid-level on the CD. Just because it tends to hit a little harder. Bass boost is up to 3. Loudness, 2. Perfect. Subwoofer's on. Okay, so for loudness, okay, I'm just going to leave everything on through. Trying to do the volume offset. Okay, I guess it's going back on through. Alright, guys. This is just for demonstrations. Yes, the sub does work pretty good. Not bad for a Walmart cheap tenant or Walmart cheap 10 either. Just a minute. I'm going to show you guys the sub real quick. It's not anything fancy at all. I wired it in, everything by myself. Here is the Walmart dual 10 amp sub. I went with the 8 gauge wire, I believe. Works perfectly for it, actually. It hits really nice other than the connector on the inside. They have crappy connectors on the inside. So what I need to do is take the sub out, hot glue it in so it actually stays in. Other than that, I got my auxiliary wire running right up under here. I got my power wire running up on underneath the passenger side over there, all clean so it's not super noticeable. Okay, got my keys. I need to go have a little safety meeting real quick. Safety meeting adjourned. You guys can join. And if you guys want a really good cologne that everybody loves, they always comment on and they say, oh, it smells so amazing. Shout out to Lucky You brand cologne. Whew, man, I'm hooked on this stuff. You only need 2 squirts, too. 1, 2. People love it, I'm telling you. I get commented on it all the freaking time. People saying, Steel Horse Automotive? Never noticed that about my truck. The thing, that the metal piece down here says Steel Horse Automotive. Yo, what's up, Jake? Jake's a ghost. How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in and joining. So what I'm doing is I just got the headlights working on the truck again after I took the switch that was in it, which is this guy right here. I took the other one apart, cleaned it, put it back in. Now my headlights are working. I got running lights and license plate lights, which are the number one thing you need. And as I was showing you guys, I ran it so clean. This is the power wire going straight to my amp, which I got it tucked up underneath all this. Running straight into the fender, so it's tucked up to my fuse connection, all the way back into the door. I'll show you how I did it right up here. It was a pain to do. As I dropped it down right on the other side of the hinges, poked a little bitty hole in the boot right here, ran it through, back under all this. As you can tell, right back here, there's the wire. Run all the way to the subwoofer. Got it. Now, I'm going to go in the house, start cleaning up this other switch. I might do it in the shed so I can get a video. Hood closed. Good. Yeah, I do need the screwdriver still, so I'm not going to put it back quite yet. But I'm thinking of just doing a video to show you guys like how I clean the switch. But I'm actually going to do a separate one and post it for anybody out there GMC related that needs it. So, alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go make some more coffee real quick, and I'll catch you later. Peace. Thanks for joining.